What's up, everybody? This is Indie Music Live, episode 225. My name's JoeJoeKeys, as usual, and I'm here with my friend, Mr. David Werba, and we're going to be listening to some really cool music tonight. We got a couple of reviews coming up on the website here soon. We're going to be checking them out tonight. A new one from the Cote band. He's been on the show before, Portrait of a Girl. And then we're going to be checking out another review coming up soon on the website, Harkness with Defibrillator. Clear. Is that what those things are? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay. I almost really embarrassed myself right there, but probably already kind of still did anyway. And H.E. Miller, free submission off the website recently with The Promised Land Express, kind of a Christmassy blues song, I guess. And then we also have past featured artist and co-host tonight, Miss Stephanie Chou out of New York. Her song, Millennial Woman. So how's everybody doing tonight?
Good. Feeling
Pretty good.
Good. Stephanie, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. It's always great to be back.
Awesome. So what have you been up to lately? Why don't you give us a little quick rundown? We're going to listen to your new single at the end of the show, where you can kind of give us a little summary, how COVID life, I guess they call it now, right?
COVID life of a composer is, I've been stuck in New York City most of the time in my apartment, but I have to say it's been really great for composing and just being able to focus on, different pieces all at once. And I've written a lot during this time, and I've been fortunate to be able to keep different projects happening and, collaborate remotely like we are now.
Yeah, it's a different world. Dave hasn't left the house in 5 years anyway, so nothing's new there, right, Dave?
Well, something that's new is a bunch of new reviews up on the website. A bunch of old featured artists that we kind of had backlog, so we just posted like 6 or 7 of those. We got some new reviews coming out, like Cote and a few others. So yeah,
Cote, Harkness, those are gonna be posted real soon. Then we also have a couple of other ones that just came in that are one from Limberlost, which is a band we know really well on the West Coast. But let's go ahead and get started with the new song Portrait of a Girl from the Cote band here on Indie Music Live, episode 225. It's our final episode of the bastard year of 2020, I guess.
Oh, wow.
So we'll be right back.
This way it happened on its own. The emptiness took over and it made your heart its home. You're done with the excuses, you're not wearing a disguise. But when you tell it like it is, look them in the eye. And so here's a portrait of a girl, angry and alone, abandoned by the world. And now she's gotta hold her head up high. She knows she'll make it by somehow. Lines are drawn, it's 2 p.m. You can't get out of bed. No memories from the night before, and the neighbors think you're dead. Shadows move across the room. You can hear the church bells toll. Do the voices in your head still shout? Too late to save your soul. So here's a portrait of a girl, angry and alone, abandoned by the world. And now she's gonna hold her head up high. She knows she'll make it by somehow.
In the Music Live, episode 225, I'm JoeJoeKeys, hanging out with my friends Stephanie Chou and David Werba.
Yep.
Cote band, Portrait of a Girl. We had this guy on the show. He's been a past featured artist. He's been on as co-host. We've reviewed his songs over the last, probably almost the full 5 years we've been doing this. I love the guy. I think he's awesome. This song didn't really do it for me. Just putting it out there.
All right, Stephanie, we're throwing you to the fire first. What do you think?
I have no reference, so this is my first taste of his music, and I have to say that it reminded me, I hope he takes this as a compliment, but it reminded me of a mix of Styx, Queen of Spades,
Yeah, he will.
plus, like, maybe it's the cover, but like Blink 182 from the 90s. Maybe it's just a cover, but you know, that punk pop, punk rock kind of thing. But yeah, so I thought it was cool, and I thought it was a haunting portrait of a girl. But I can't compare it to his other work. So you go tell me what you think. What did you guys think?
Newly engaged Ben Cote, by the way, and that lady that graces the cover of his albums is actually his fiance, and in his videos. Yeah. Yeah, he also did this a few months back. This kind of homage to Eddie Van Halen. He played the entire solo of Eruption, flawless.
Oh, wow.
He's
And
amazing.
it was really, yeah. Did you see that, Joe?
No, but I see the stuff. He's always live streaming and soloing and stuff, and he's obviously good. I mean, you know, at what he does.
Yeah, he did. He had this setup where there was like smoke in the background, and he kind of walked from off stage and then just ripped into it, played it for like 10 minutes or however long that solo is, and just walked off. It was super cool. Yeah, there's Stephanie, you kind of pinpointed a little here. There's a few different styles of rock going on just in this one song. You know, there was like his style is usually, you know, Van Halen, you know, Guns N' Roses kind of type of style, like raunchy, you know, blues rock. But yeah, there was some like pop punk stuff going on and some timing changes going on in the beginning here, and then it kind of shifted back to his usual style towards the end. Ripping solo. He's definitely a virtuoso in terms of playing lead and everything. But what stood out to me here, man, like the drums were kind of low here. I was really surprised.
That's and kind of more to my point of what I was saying. It's not really the song itself. It's more like I wish somebody would you know, front this guy like 20 grand to be able to go in and spend a month in a real studio with, you know, a real Grammy winning producer or somebody, you know, who's more like that's sort of their pinhole is this type of stuff. People who maybe worked with Motley Crue and, you know, Van Halen, stuff like that. So it's not really, of course, not really Ben that I don't like. I love Ben. He's a great guy. He's a really, you know, humble person too. When you talk to him, he's just really down to earth and cool guy. And I get what he's trying to do because I'm into all the bands that he sounds like, you know, when he plays the solos and stuff. So I don't know. I just wish he would get a good opportunity to make a real album, I guess, that's not indie, you know?
Yeah, I think his last album was a big level up in production and mix quality. And I mean, there was parts of this like the lead parts was, I mean, that was really mixed well. That was kind of like some panning, just a lot of different tracks going on. It was just I'm just surprised at the oversight on the drums here because this is big drum music.
Yeah, like
this all this style of music, that snare is just like cutting through, and it should be. And even the toms and the cymbals and everything, it wasn't there. I was just really surprised. I always want to say something positive about him, but yeah, I was just surprised that it was mixed that way, I guess.
Yeah. So sorry, Ben, being a little rough on you tonight, but don't worry, we still love you. We know you're good. Moving on, let's go ahead and check out another songs coming up on the website here soon. It's like the last 2 reviews of the year here. Not quite on the website, but they made it to the show because we're all caught up with that stuff too. So Harkness with Defibrillator. How do you say that?
Defibrillator.
Defibrillator. Okay, yeah, I knew that. We'll be right back. Defibrillator. Good tune. I like this stuff. Very artsy fartsy, well produced. I haven't written actually like finished the review yet, but I know what I'm going to say, and it'll be posted soon. But good stuff. Yeah.
This is really something, man. Like this song was really cool. A lot going on here. I mean, the discerning listener, I think, would hear the references like Beatles. I think that's the most obvious in terms of
Lies was one I heard.
Yeah, overall, I hear some Queen, and I even hear some like Beach Boys in terms of the vocal harmonies. I mean, there's some complex vocal harmonies going on here. Yeah, so it kind of like mashed just those legends all together in a really inventive way. I mean, this is very cool, very different, and a mix of the old and the new. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. What do you think, Stephanie?
Yeah, I really liked this tune a lot. Of course, the Beatles Mellotron reference right from the beginning stands out. And I really appreciated how it was like a pop song with a cool horn arrangement that changed and grew over time. And it really sounded like the arrangement was almost classical. And I really liked the incorporation of, I think, a marimba and the flutes and the clarinets and the trombone. And it reminded me in a weird way of Sufjan Stevens a little bit. And
sure,
of course, some of the other references that you said. But I thought this was really interesting and very cool and very different and fresh for the ears.
Fresh is a good word for it for sure. So cool. Thanks, Harkness. Be looking for your review on the website and maybe have you on the show next year. We'll see. H.E. Miller with The Promised Land Express is up next. A little festive looking picture goes along with the song, so I'm thinking it's a little Christmassy tune. I don't know. You tell me. We'll be right back.
Keep it kind of simple. Here's what I'm gonna say. Hey, the Promised Land Express is coming down the track. Are you getting on that train? Here it comes down.
Indie Music Live 225. When I hear this song, for some reason, I feel like I'm in a gym in Back to the Future and Marty McFly is playing. But it's good. I mean, you know, it's rockin' tune, if you will. The guitar works good and everything. But that's where it takes me. Stephanie?
Yeah, definitely. I love the rock guitar solo. The riff is awesome, and it's got a lot of energy and really a retro feel, which I think that's what they were going for, and I think they executed it well. And it's just an all-around fun, you know, energetic, grooving tune.
Yeah, I think Chuck Berry meets Dire Straits. I was thinking of Dire Straits here just because just the pieces of it, you know, Mark Knopfler. I mean, the guy actually sounded a little like him in terms of his tone and singing. and he was obviously quite a quite a lead player here in this song. And Mark Knopfler's one of the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Dire Straits, I think they're mostly known for their pop rock hits, but I mean they're a pretty solid blues band if you hear, you know, all of their albums and everything. So that's what I was kind of feeling here. Fun tune, just like you said. Yeah, man, I love the blues. Yeah, this was rocking. Definitely like a Johnny B. Good type of revival, you know, in a way. So
Yeah, Chuck Berry was one of the first CDs I bought when I was a kid. One of his first. It was
really
on that yellow one, whatever it was, and it's just, man, can you imagine being alive and at a Chuck Berry show when that was all new? Can you imagine the energy and excitement in the rooms when he's playing and stuff? Just
yeah,
cool.
Man.
Speaking of energy and excitement, Stephanie Chou's here tonight. So she has a new song out. It's a little more poppy than we're used to, and she's going to tell us why, I guess. I don't know. Millennial Woman. It's a good song, Steph. Glad you have it, and you're here to tell us about it.
Oh, thanks so much. Well, yes, my latest single, Millennial Woman, is dedicated to Ruth Bader Ginsburg and was inspired by actually a former Columbia professor who is also an awesome lyricist, and a friend of mine, you know, contacted me over the summer and was like, hey, let's write this song about sort of not just the women's movement, but equality, gender equality for everybody. And so we came up with this new single, and we wanted it to be sort of really accessible and pop and fun. Specifically not like an angry sort of fight song. We just thought that this would be a good way to get the message through, and got a great band to put it together and execute it, and the session was really fun. And yeah, it's something a little bit different than what you're used to hearing from me, but I've got a whole new album of sort of pop rock stuff coming next. So,
but you know, that's why we have you back on the show and had you before, is because you're a really good musician and you really know what you're doing. So,
aw, thanks.
Yeah, of course. So let's go ahead and check out Millennial Woman with Stephanie Chou. We'll be right back.
Justice in my sight, and these aren't just suggestions. History records, I know that history rewards those who ask big questions. I see the world I came into, I'm asking why, dreaming about what could be promised. You'll hear my cry. Why must I be smarter? Why must I be stronger? Why must I work harder just to start the race? Why am I pushed off the table? Why is my name not in the air? I take nothing for granted, but set a winning pace. Sisters have been waiting, mothers have been praying for justice to come now. Though the sky looks threatening, there's a shining rainbow just beyond the clouds. I see the world I came into, I'm asking why, dreaming about what could be promised. You'll hear my cry. Why must I be smarter? Why must I be stronger? Why must I work harder just to start the race? Why am I pushed off the table? Why is my name not in the air? I take nothing for granted, but set a winning pace. Stand up for me, and I'll stand up for you. Stand up for those silent.
Indie Music Live 225, last show of 2020, the bastard year.
Hey, Stephanie, give a shout out to your mixer and engineer on this.
Oh, yeah. Well, the mixer and engineer is the wonderful Roy Hendrickson, who mixes and records everything that I work on now. He's also my partner. But yeah, he's been the chief engineer at Power Station and has a long career in New York for over 30 years. So
nice, awesome.
Well, the reason I said that is because this is one of those very few songs that we get where this is like stellar mix right here.
Oh,
like
thank you.
Like it's just ready for like radio or movie or whatever. I mean, it doesn't need to be remastered or anything. And that's
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much. I mean, also the musicians really put it together and did it. The band was made up of people who play with Chic and Whitney Houston and stuff. So they really just,
right on it, right?
Got it all going. But I'm glad you guys enjoyed the mix.
Probably took about 20 minutes to get the whole thing done, right?
Them. My singing, I don't know, but yeah.
Cool.
No,
so what are you thinking about for 2021? You gonna get vaccinated as soon as possible, or?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I already had COVID.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah. So, but yes, probably. 2021 is basically hopefully a lot more music, figuring out new ways to share it with people, figuring out how to continue remote collaborations, and like everybody else, just get through it. But I've got so many ideas for so many new music projects in all different genres, and hoping that it's going to be a better year than 2020.
You know what I visualized, Joe? I've been thinking about. I have this vision of just like a 10,000 square foot bonfire, where it's just like burning masks. It's like it's over. We made it.
I bet you that shit's flammable.
Fire.
Oh my god.
Cool. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to hang out with you a little bit in 2021, Stephanie. Hopefully you can come back a couple times throughout the year at your convenience. And
that would be great. It's always good to be on the show and hang out with you guys and talk about all this cool music.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. This is partly what I like about doing about the show, amongst other things, is being able to connect with wonderful musicians like yourself. So good luck to you in the future. Dave, any final words tonight?
No, man. Good time. Nice to have Stephanie here. Touch base again. Great tunes. That's it.
Cool.
Thanks so much, guys.
Hixvideo, Hixvideo on the internet if you need professional live stream production. As always, I'm going through and uploading all of our song reviews and stuff from the past on our YouTube channel. Slowly but surely we'll be caught up. And Rob came in at episode 33. So section 31, and then he skipped an episode because I remember we were trying to get it lined up, and then it really officially started at 33, I think. So since episode 33, this is 225, do the math. We'll start with 226 on January 4th next year, Monday night at 7 p.m., and we'll see you then. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thanks for watching. Cheers.
Happy New Year.
I've seen some wrongs to right, and I have justice in my sight. And